Yeah, it ain't Terrence. Welcome, everyone, to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. Terrence took the day off today. He's busy at work right now, and we got a little bit of a short crew right now. File's going to hop on in a little bit. He's running a little late as well, so it'll be a short one, but I mean, we got a lot to talk about, so it really doesn't matter how many people are on here right now because the draft is finally over. For the love of God, finally over. All the talks on what's going to happen, yada, yada, yada. But hey, I'm so happy it's over. I personally, and we'll break this down with every individual we got on, including our chats and everything. We want your grades, what you thought of the draft. Because me, I enjoyed the draft. I like what we got. And hey, we'll break it down a little bit today. So get ready. We're ready to rock.
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, where they think they know everything, but honestly, they don't know shit.
Watch these summer league games and they tell you about these new up-and-coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso, both when they are on the court, are like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
All right, let's break it down. I mean, we all know what today's show is mainly going to be about. We are going to break down a couple of other topics, and I'm hoping my boy Bullets is on here because somebody is going golfing a little bit early if it doesn't, tweak his ankle or anything like that where it's going to hurt the little boy. But Lakers got eliminated. Bulls suck. I mean, we're still going to probably break down Bulls a little bit, but they suck. But now with LeBron opting out of his contract, I'm expecting him to return. He's probably going to – but at the same time, I think he's probably going to say, hey, whatever team drafts my boy is who I'm going to be signing with. So we'll see what happens with that. But let's bring in – the all-star team pretty much, because as of right now, it's just going to be two for the time being until everyone hops on in a little bit. So let's bring in the stat man who knows every stat. I know they always say the 80s and the 90s, but I'm taking him like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, blah, blah, blah. I think he knows a lot. So let's bring him in. It's JB.
What up, Frank?
What up? You know 60s, right? You got the 60s stats down too, I think.
No.
No, I mean, you could at least know the basics, I guess. I don't see it.
No.
Oh, man, not even any confidence on that.
I wasn't born.
Well, I mean, still look it up.
I mean, every now and again, I might get a question right.
That's about the time where we had the best wide receiver and like the all-time leading Bears receiver. Isn't he from like the 60s or the 70s?
Johnny Morse.
Something like that. And 5,600 yards. Fucking embarrassing, man. My God, is that so embarrassing?
You know what was funny? And for us to be a charter franchise, there's just a lot of things we haven't done, like won multiple Super Bowls, had a 4,000-yard receiver.
Had a quarterback period, I feel like.
A 30 touchdown quarterback to pass for 30 touchdowns. Like, we just haven't had things that are almost like common now. But, hey, it is what it is, man.
I mean, we got to get there eventually, right?
I mean, to me, this would be the
regime.
The regime that should put that into place. But I just again, if you have a vote of confidence in the players, right? Do you still have that vote of confidence in the coaching staff? I mean, everybody thinks they're going to hit the ground running, and people got to understand. Not only does it take time for Caleb to learn and the system in the NFL game, it takes time for this coaching staff. I mean, Waldron's got to get his guys to learn his system. Waldron's got to be flexible and be patient with a rookie quarterback that we hope is the future in the franchise and is all that he's been hyped up to be. But, if he has a bad rookie year, we didn't put the pressure on him. They did.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, you said that perfectly too with the coaching staff and everything. And all the people who still says, hey, Caleb this, Caleb that. I was like, dude, the guy, he's got to prove himself at an NFL level. I mean, he's got the intangibles. He's got, obviously, the team around him to be extremely successful right from the get-go. And we hope it happens. I mean, us, you and me personally, all the people that we have on here, we never, and I know the chat's probably going to call me out on this, never was I a Caleb Williams hater. I gave Caleb Williams, to me, kind of like the LeBron James treatment. All right, to the point where I know he's going to be successful. He has all the intangibles to be successful, but you guys make him out to be like he's God. Like he is going to come in and just light up the NFL right from the get-go. You have to see it first. We have to see it at an NFL level, him do it. And I hope he does.
I feel that time is the ultimate redeemer for certain quarterbacks. Like sometimes we can keep right in Waldron's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Look at what's his name, Geno Smith. Like it took time for Geno to get good and really learn, the game. He was
rolled in as a bust right from almost after a few years. He was supposed to be a bust.
He wasn't. It wasn't looking too good. I mean, we saw flashes of our own Mitch Trubisky. We saw him look good with a good defense. Not good. We saw him look a little bit better than average. And then we saw the mediocrity just turn in, and then we just saw him just be terrible. Then I take it a step further where they say, oh, well, now C.J. Stroud is the standard. Well, that's a totally different situation.
Absolutely.
And is that the standard or is that the rule? You know what I'm saying? Or is that just something that kind of like manifested and nobody knew or could predict? And we hope it's the latter for Caleb. But again, I have not seen a rookie quarterback. I've seen a rookie quarterback put up numbers, but I'm talking about just come in and turn a franchise around his first year with first-year coaches and first-year players and just totally just win.
Kind of froze up there for a little bit. Froze up a little bit on there, me, for a little bit. I was a little worried, but you're good now.
Oh, okay, sorry about that. And I just want people, and this is including myself, I just want people to see the forest for the trees. Be patient, but don't be duped.
Yeah. And this is the thing, and I will say this, as much as I love Chicago sports fans, we are not patient. It's in our DNA. We want a winner. We want a winner now. We're just hoping with Caleb still learning the NFL, the team around him is going to help carry him, at least for that first year, at least for that first batch of games, to see what he has. And I mean, it's and the coaching too. Like that's a huge thing as well, man. If we start hitting a few bad games here and there, we got to make sure the coaching stays on top of things and doesn't let us down, because they've let us down the entire time here.
They have, and I don't want Caleb to be put in too many positions where he's got to actually win the game.
Agreed.
Agreed.
I don't want him playing hero ball.
I don't want that. Let's not forget the running game. Let's not forget that our defense is still our calling card right now. Although I was telling, I had a discussion with some people over the weekend. The Bears defense took a total, 180 when Montez Sweat got here. But I said, also look at those latter games when they're like, oh, we're a top 5 defense. Yeah, but you were playing Arizona.
Yeah, you weren't playing
Atlanta. It's not like we were playing the world. We weren't playing the Chiefs. We weren't playing the Ravens. We weren't playing the tops of the tops.
But I mean, at the same time, we at least saw things that we did not see early in the year, and it still gave us hope But saying that we're going to be a top 5 defense next year, I was like, pump the brakes, guys. We got the tools to do it. I hope this Kansas pass rusher that we moved up and got can really adapt really quickly, especially with a Montez Sweat on one side.
And you know what? And we're going to get to him. I honestly I think he's going to be like a package player right now. I don't think we can, because he didn't really play a lot. Like, it's like you didn't hear that kid's name. Like, he was just, a dominant edge rusher that we were even talking about. And we had multiple that we would have liked to get. And
I think it's also because Kansas wasn't really a team. Everybody was like, oh my God.
Right.
Like, I mean, and I know, and I'm the same type of person who says I don't like watching highlights because it doesn't show lowlights on the highlights. I'd like to see stuff that he needs to work on too.
I watch highlights to obviously, get the best of the best, but I also look at the team that those highlights are against.
Agreed.
If you're Kansas, and let's just say you've got great stats against Tulane, but if you're Kansas and you have 2-3 sacks against Oklahoma, now I'm looking.
I was going to say, I think he did have a very good game versus Oklahoma. I think he had like 3 sacks in that game, and it was like 5 quarterback pressures. Those are the ones you want to see.
That's the one I want.
Not the Appalachian States type where like it's just. No ripping on Appalachian State, guys. Don't worry about it. I'm not ripping on them.
Okay. Samuel Williams, I see you out there. All jokes aside, I see the Bears 10-7. Hey, while we're getting ourselves tuned up, let me give some shout outs. I see we got a lot of commentary in the chat already.
I will get to the chat, guys. We are shorthanded, so I'm kind of handling a couple things. We'll get to it.
Where's our producer?
That is, yeah. He got caught up at work, so.
My brother from another, Bullets. How you doing, man? Checking in. Crooked Commish. Moms is in here already. Oh, man. Hey. What's with all these purple and gold hearts I see here? We're not doing that right now. We're going to talk about that a little later.
The purple and gold hearts?
Yeah, the Laker love.
I'm guessing, if I didn't even look at the chat yet, but my guess is that must be Bullets.
And my mom.
Well, I mean, I love your mom.
Two Laker fans dear to my heart. Jeremy checked in already. Yeah, Clarence, man, where you been? Hey, this is
Clarence. You haven't been on in a while, man.
I've seen Clarence, and I haven't even seen Clarence. Oh Lord, what am I doing with my camera? There we go. I haven't even seen Clarence like in person in a minute. I got to get up and see what he's talking about. Lorenzo in already, guys. Hey, how you doing? But he said, all jokes aside, he sees the Bears at 10-7. I want to dive into that. We don't have the schedule. We've got the opponents, but we don't have the schedule just yet of who we're going to play. But we know we do play the AFC South. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Houston Texans scare me in that.
You're stupid as hell if you think that they're not. Like adding an all-pro receiver to an already damn good offense, that's just some scary shit right there.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm kind of interested to see what Anthony Richardson looks like. Yeah. I mean, he's coming off of an injury. He's very Justin Fields-esque when it comes to his escapability and his running, and is just a complete freak athlete. These aren't games that I'm ready to just check the W by. I need to see a little bit more, especially, oh my God, they got Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter. Oh Lord, why'd I do that to myself?
Yeah, that is scary. And the craziest thing, other than the receiver that they pick up, that's a rather young team too. They're going to be good for a long time.
Hey, let me tell you something. Do you remember when I was pushing and I was telling Sal, I don't care if you're paying $50 million between Sweat and Danielle Hunter, or 48 or whatever it was. You got a chance to get 2 dominant edge rushers, and you still have the money to get it. Get it. Yeah. Do it.
Especially with this team that we're looking at on offense on paper right now, man. You gotta get some more defensive help for sure. At least and I'm not ripping on the 3 techniques that we drafted. Was that last year? Like, they still got some growing up that they got to do, but you got to add a very good veteran type 3 technique guy on that defensive line.
I think Yannick Ngakoue, is he still under contract?
No, he's not. He had a 1-year deal, so he's a free
Okay.
agent.
So
I wouldn't mind bringing him back for another year if you don't have anything else.
Well, he didn't do much, but then he showed like a flash or two, then he got hurt.
I love your Bullets. You know that.
I would look for somebody else like a camp casualty, say, a Khalil Mack or something.
I'm hearing rumors that he is not getting cut because he restructured his contract.
Oh, he did restructure it?
He did restructure it, so I don't think he's getting cut. A lot of players restructured their contract other than the wide receiver we got, Keenan Allen, who were pretty much refused. But, I mean, hey, I'm not mad. He's here. Shit.
I mean, he's whoever is in that point because I don't know if they put Billing. What's the other kid? Remember, we got the other one from Tennessee.
Not Velvet.
No. We got the edge rusher that plays some tackle and he plays some D end. Not Andrew Billings. Billings was the one technique, I believe. We're looking for Walker. What's his name? Walker from Tennessee.
He was the one who went to Miami, right? Was it No, it wasn't.
No. Oh no, we talking about Walker.
Oh, I'm thinking Walton. My bad. Yeah.
No, Walker.
Okay.
And then Javon Dexter and Zach Pickens will be at our tackles because remember Justin Jones is gone now. So, of which Justin Jones was never like the, oh man, great, we got Justin Jones. Justin Jones was just,
he was that plugger, a guy that
plugged serviceable.
He was not a starter.
Right. He was very serviceable, and I thank him for his time here in Chicago. He didn't do anything great.
Yeah. Before we get to that next one, let's bring in the guy with the foulest mouth who is putting food stuffing in his mouth right now. Right before I'm about to introduce him, maybe I'll let him chew a little bit and chew. Oh, wiping that face. Let's bring him in. The foulest mouth, foul mouth. See you in the house.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing good,
my man.
Hey, hold on one second. Mr. Williams, you said the Bears should be second in the North. That's pretty high thinking. But you also said Minnesota sucks and Green Bay did nothing to get better.
Well, I mean, are we saying with the draft, or are we just saying got better in general?
Green Bay picked up Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, that was
kills the Bears.
But this is the thing. Again, Josh Jacobs is coming off of an ACL injury. We don't know if he's going to be the same Josh Jacobs. Hey, I'm trying to say fuck the Packers in a different way right now. You're killing my vibe.
Okay, because I was about to say,
fuck
you might as well just say that because saying that the kid ACL, I mean, tearing the ACL now is like putting a Band-Aid on.
I mean,
like,
but you got to think when Josh Jacobs did that shit was about what, 3 years ago?
2 years back to back, because remember we won the one game
but he didn't kill us that game. He killed us
in London, right? That was in London, right?
London one, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that he killed us in.
The other game, last year he just did okay, but he had what's that guy name? Hoyer. Hoyer was quarterbacking.
Yeah, I'm tell you the truth. I think to put it kindly, I think Josh Jacobs bust his load that one damn season. That he had all those rushing. I think he was the NFL leading rusher. Yeah. I think he
that one.
I think he busted his load,
man.
But still to say Minnesota did nothing. Like Minnesota arguably has the most impressive wide receiver room or the weapons room, and they added. Can't get rid of this guy either. Aaron Jones. They added Aaron Jones from the Packers.
Minnesota has one impressive wide receiver.
Yeah, I agree with
out on
they got a good.
They got one great wide receiver.
They have the best wide receiver at number one, and they have a very good, capable number two, and they have a top 5 tight end. Don't forget about Hawkinson. TJ Hawkinson is a baller.
He's good. He's really good.
But Hawkinson's a little better. Look at our division.
I'll put it to you like this: I wouldn't put their receiving core over the Bears.
What?
Yeah, because you got one great wide receiver while the Bears got
No, I'm giving the Bears on this one too, JB.
The Bears got 2 very good wide receivers and a very good tight end.
I say that Minnesota has the one guy that's super, super good is really, really that damn good.
Well, there's no question about that.
That's hard to make up.
But let's also not forget
that hard guy, to make up.
Let's not forget that guy who is super, super good is super, super not fucking happy right now. Let's not forget that right now too. And bringing in, and I'm not dissing your guy here, Foul, but bringing in JJ
won't be the starter.
I don't think JJ is going to start right away.
He's not going to start.
Then it's even worse. You want Sam Darnold throwing the ball to you if you're I wouldn't be happy if I was.
And that's what I said, Jeremy. I agree with you because Hockenson to me is better than Kmet too. He just is.
I will say that, yes.
And
yeah, but let's not forget they have one really good tight end. We have 2 pretty damn good tight ends.
No, because hold on.
Go ahead.
Look, Hockenson is not night and day over Cole Kmet.
I'm not saying
not. No. I'm just being honest. Like he's not. Hockenson is good. Hell, you can argue that Hockenson may be the second best tight end behind Laporta.
Laporta is number 1 in our division, hands down.
So that's what I'm talking about. You still got TJ Hockenson, but with the Bears, you got Cole Kmet that went for 719 yards last year, and I forgot how many touchdowns he may have led. Did he
have 5 or 6?
Lorenzo, I want you to chime into this a little bit. Why would you think Kmet will not work in a Waldron offense? Because this offense that Waldron runs, a 2 tight end style offense, that is bred perfectly for Cole Kmet. Because Cole Kmet can live in the middle now.
Yeah, but Waldron usually throws to the Noah Fant tight end, which is actually Everett for us. He doesn't throw to the Will Dissly as much,
but when you have that young quarterback that we have right now, Cole Kmet's going to be a big drop, like a big drop passes to Cole Kmet if something's not
put Crooked on Kmet.
Kmet should be featured. I'm not saying he shouldn't.
Hold on, Kmet. Crooked Kmet said that the Vikings wide receiver.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I hope you're ready for this, Crooked. You're about to get your ass wrung out by a guy with a foul mouth. He's waiting.
Put it out because I can't find it.
Where the hell is it? We have a lot of people chatting already, man. Damn.
No, he says Minnesota wide receiver. No,
there it is. No, that was Jeremy.
Oh, no, he was saying that the Vikings wide receiver is more proven. How?
Okay, what are we talking about? Like the duo or the one guy?
Well, the one guy is proven. We all know the one guy is proven. That one guy.
But he's more proven than who? NFL. Who's he more proven than?
That's
because
I'm guessing
last time I checked, both of our wide receivers been in the league longer than him, been doing it longer than him. Where's their wide receivers more proven?
As him though, but
huh? No, they're not as dominant. But shit, where's he more proven?
But I mean, it's also going to come down to who's throwing the football to him.
And then who's going to be throwing it? That's the big question that they're going to have in Minnesota. If you got Sam Darnold back there throwing you the ball, we don't know what Sam Darnold's going to do.
Sam Darnold's been known to throw it to the wrong players.
Now, I say this, you know that Kirk Cousins was proven, but we know that Sam Darnold ain't proven and JJ's not proven.
I've seen Sam Darnold be like electric like twice, and that was once with the Jets, and that was like his rookie year,